Hello my beautiful people, it is your girl Rosie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while, but I'm back. Thank you if you are my returning subscriber. Thank you very much. If you are a new subscriber, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because there is a lot more coming. Please subscribe, like my video, view and share. On my YouTube channel, I always share about parents raising child living with sickle cell anemia, life of living your career job to work as a housemaid in Gulf, and many more. So if you are new, please subscribe to be part of this family, and if you already done so, thank you very much. So in today's video, I'm going to share a little bit of my story concerning sickle cell anemia and what parents go through while raising kids with sickle cell anemia. So don't go away. Once again, thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate when I find a notification of a new subscriber. Thank you very much. So in my first video, as I shared, I'm a mother and I have a daughter who is a sickler. So one day I got a call my baby was sick and she was admitted, and when it was time to be discharged, my health card was not working. I'm a Kenyan, YouTuber Kenyan. So my health card was not working, NHIF, National Health Insurance Card, it wasn't working. So I had to go to NHIF towers to see what was happening. On my way, I had to board a matatu. I was coming from Karen. So I had to board a matatu to head to town so that I could go those offices and find out why my NHIF was not working. So I was so depressed, so traumatized, because how come my NHIF is not working and I've been paying it, and that was the first time my daughter was using it. So I was so traumatized. I remember even I had already boarded the wrong matatu. Instead of boarding matatu going to town, I had boarded matatu going to Rongai. So when I was sitting in matatu trying to think, if my NHIF doesn't work, where will I get the money to pay? And if I had to pay in cash, I had to pay 25,000, and I didn't have that 25,000. So in my mind, I was like, if it doesn't work, where am I going to get this 25,000? So at the other end, I was praying to God just to lead me, because I was very broke. If you have a child living with sickle cell anemia, trust me, you can't have money. Because today she's okay, the next minute she's sick, so she needs drugs. They're kind of expensive kids, but God cannot give you a burden you cannot raise. So I was sitting in a matatu, and another passenger walks in, a lady. The lady sits next to me, and the lady notes that my eyes had some tears. Let me tell you, there are people who don't sympathize with people. Whatever you are going through, they will add salt to that wound. So the lady asked me, "Madam, how are you?" And that lady's accent was like Nigerian accent. And I was like, "Fine. Why are you crying?" And I was like, "I'm not crying." And she was like, "I can see your eyes has tears." And then I was like, "Okay." Then I tried to wipe my tears. And then the lady asked me, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Kind of okay, kind of no." Where are you going? And then I tell her, "I'm going to town, there is something I need to catch up with. So she was like friendly, like I don't know even how to explain this lady. So this lady asked me what was the problem, and then I tried to explain her. She was from Nigeria. Now because I had heard her accent, she sounds like Nigerian, this Nigerian English. And then she told me, "Are you mad, madam? You should be in prison." They were like, "What are you telling me? I should be in prison?" "Yeah, you should be in prison. When two partners decide, one has AS, another one has AS, they decide to get married and see a kid. Those two should be in prison because now it is your kid who is suffering. You cannot see a kid who has a sickle cell anemia. Why didn't you? Was it a must for the two of you to be together?" And I was like, "What the hell is this woman telling me? I should be in prison because we seared a child with a sickle cell anemia." And I looked at her and I'm like, "Madam, excuse me, what are you trying to tell me?" And she was like, "When you should have gone first to know your genotype before starting dating." And I was like, "Excuse me, madam, as far as I know, even in Nigeria, you have kids with sickle cell anemia. It is not here in Kenya, or I'm not the first one to have a child who has sickle cell anemia. So whatever you are going through or whatever the stress that you have, even me, I have my own problem. Please just leave me alone and mind your business." And this woman could not keep quiet. She was like, "How come the two of you, was it a must for the two of you to see a child? Or you didn't know you had a child living with sickle cell? You didn't know you had that trait of sickle cell anemia?" And I was like, "I didn't know until the doctor said that my child has sickle cell anemia, is when I knew, and is when I wanted to know more about sickle cell anemia. But I myself, I didn't know my genotype. Neither did my partner he knew his genotype. So just leave us alone. Even God knows He gave us that child knowing that we can take care of our child. So just leave us alone because there's nothing that is impossible in God's eye. One day, God will heal my daughter and she will be sickle cell anemia free." I felt very bad and I was like, I should be in prison for giving birth to a child living with sickle cell anemia. Am I the only one who has a child living with sickle cell anemia in Kenya? So I wanted to learn more, to know more, until I came across one of groups that was formed in Kenya, which has sickle cell anemia patients, sickle cell anemia guardians, sickle cell anemia parents raising kids with sickle cell anemia. There is when I learned more. There is when I knew that I wasn't alone. And at least I started gaining courage because I was like, "God, why me? Why me? Was it a must to be me?" Because now I started questioning myself. And then this woman, again, she's adding a lot of stress to me. But I just calmed myself down and was like, let me mind my business. Let me mind my business, because if I involve myself to this woman and yet I don't know her and we are in matatu, it's gonna be a mess. So I want to encourage you. If you have a child living with sickle cell anemia, please just know God cannot give you something that you cannot take care of. Whatever situation you are in, whatever what you are going in, just know that God knew it. It was God's plan, because right now as I'm speaking, I'm 100% sure there are people somewhere who are dating and they don't know their status. Until they give birth to a child and the child is diagnosed with sickle cell anemia is when it will dawn on them. We would have known, we would have gone to know a genotype, but for now they are not aware. So don't think that people do it purposely. They don't do it purposely. When people fall in love, they don't do it purpose. Even right now, there are those people who doesn't know things about sickle cell anemia. Until we create awareness, we encourage other awareness to be everywhere, is when people will start knowing sickle cell, what is need to be done, what is not need to be done. So I thought I should share with you my story. I was supposed to be in prison for giving birth to a child living in sickle cell anemia. Thank you very much. If you come across this video, please consider subscribing, please, and watch my video, like and share. We're going to be sharing more about sickle cell anemia, not even sickle cell anemia. If you have a child living with different kind of situation, please let us share and encourage others. Thank you very much, and God bless you.